I think that Daigo may actually want to destroy Fortnite's reality. So I think it's about time that we actually talk about Daigo in Fortnite right now, because the lore with him is going absolutely insane. His character arc has been crazy. There's a lot more going on with his character than I think a lot of people are talking about and giving credit for. After the Galactic Battle event, when that chunk of the Death Star crashes into the portal on the map, something very specific happens. It doesn't just explode, it rips something open in dramatic fashion. It takes up like all of the screen. It was one of the craziest scenes I've seen in a Fortnite event. That tear is what let the Spirit Realm in, and that's where Daigo comes from. His arrival wasn't random, it was triggered by that event. Now the question is, did he come here to take over or destroy? Now, who is Daigo really? We all know that Daigo right now is not who he used to be. On the surface, Daigo's presented as this stoic, kind of like spiritual warrior, but everything about his arrival this time suggests that he's connected to something bigger. He's the first clear representative of the Spirit Realm, which is this entirely new dimension in Fortnite unique to Chapter 6 that got pulled into the game world after the events of Fortnite Remix. He has this energy that almost feels corrupted, or at the very least unstable, and you have to ask, is he bringing that instability along with him? And that's very clear in Demon's Domain and all of these little outposts and spires that he has around the map right now. Epic's not being clear whether he's trying to take over or destroy our reality, and that mystery is exactly what makes him feel so dangerous and is one of the reasons why this story arc is one of the most unique that we have seen in Fortnite. During the Galactic Battle event, you guys, the moment that changed everything was the part when the Death Star slammed into the portal. That impact didn't just cause a rift, it visibly triggered a breach between our reality and the Spirit Realm. It was actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You can literally see Daigo's energy and the Spirit Realm start spilling out through that tear, which implies he didn't come here through normal means. He was unleashed accidentally. This wasn't a planned visit. As you know, the Death Star didn't calculate putting him into the map, and he definitely didn't calculate, a shard of the Death Star hitting the portal exactly. It feels like more of an invasion, whether intentional or not. Now, one thing that I want to pinpoint specifically is right after the portal was hit, and when we actually zoom out and it's revealed that the island that we're on now does actually have a loop or reality bubble, whatever you want to call it, and Superman comes into the screen, we saw this energy beam being shot out across the area near Demon's Domain straight up into the sky. It looked like it was aimed through the bubble around the loop, and the way that it was pulsing looked like it was actually trying to breach it. The positioning of that beam itself almost made it seem like Daigo or something in the Spirit Realm was trying to punch through the loop itself and punch through this bubble that we didn't even know existed until a few minutes ago. It raises the question, is Daigo trying to escape or trying to collapse this reality and let the Spirit Realm take over? The amount of unknowing aspects of this storyline right now and what exactly Daigo's ulterior motives are makes it so interesting. That beam felt more like an assault on our reality in Fortnite, and that lines up with this theory that Daigo's not here to help whatsoever, whether he's here to take over or maybe even destroy the reality. But does Daigo actually have the ability? Could he actually destroy this reality? If Daigo or someone from the Spirit Realm keeps pushing at the boundaries of the loop, there's a real possibility, and I believe that our version of the map collapses. We've seen stuff like this before when realities blend. The 0 point goes unstable, or in this case, maybe the 0 point shard will go unstable. The map fractures, characters glitch out, and all sorts of crazy stuff happens on the map. I think that this may actually be one of the story arcs that ends with the people of the island actually losing, and to be honest, that's one of my favorite versions of Fortnite, and this could very easily lead into Fortnite Season 4 with the next bug invasion. Maybe Daigo either purposefully or inadvertently causes the next season of Fortnite by breaking the reality bubble, but we will talk about that in a later video. Now, Daigo may not be inherently evil, but his very presence could be a threat to the loop, as clearly it is with this impending doom over his area, especially if more Spirit Realm characters start bleeding through. If this is how Epic is setting up the next seasonal twist or a live event, then yeah, Daigo might literally be the key to breaking reality as we know it. And if you guys haven't seen yet, it's been leaked that one of the final story quests for this season is called The Fall of Supernova Academy. Could in some way does Daigo or something goes wrong that causes Supernova Academy to fall and all of these people to be killed? Who knows? So, is Daigo here to take over the island, or is he here to completely destroy it? Or maybe, you know, sit on a throne and take over Fortnite right now? There's enough going on to make a case for either, to be honest. The fact that his arrival was triggered by a breach and followed by an attack-like beam in that way that could have been foreshadowing to the end of the season definitely makes him seem like a huge threat. It's clear that Daigo may actually be part of something a lot bigger. As we know, he's not actually himself right now. He's being taken over by something. So whether he himself actually wants this to happen is probably not the case. It may actually be something bigger within the spirit realm trying to use him as this sort of like minion to take over the Fortnite map or destroy it. Let me know what you guys think down below though. What do you really think is Daigo's ulterior motives with this? What is he trying to accomplish? Let me know. Drop a like on today's video. You watched all the way to the end. You must have enjoyed, so drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I make videos like these every single day. Use code PROZEROYT, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.